Hello? Hey man, your shit is on mute if you can hear me. I see a mute thing on your earphones. Hello? Okay, guys, I think I got everything rocking and rolling like it's supposed to now. Let's see what we can pull off today. Let's see what we can pull off today. Magic is still having some technical difficulties. He will be with us in a little while, I guess. Anyway, yep, finally got everything back up and running. One of the things I had to do last night, and I, you know, I guess it was a blessing that the Ninja Trader started acting like it did. The very first thing I did was I uninstalled Ninja Trader and reinstalled it. Everything last night. So after me doing a fresh install, and I'm running the most current version of Ninja Trader. I didn't load up version 28. If you guys are known about, if you ever heard about loading up 28 and then upgrade from that point on, that way you have some of the things that the new Ninja Trader doesn't do, like the Forex and stuff like that. So anyway, what I decided to do was just basically do a fresh install. And with that fresh install, I was able to load up Mike Valto's OrderFlow, or FootPrint, so to speak. With Mike Valto's FootPrint, let me show you. Some things I like about the FootPrint, but there are other things that for this to be a big upgrade, I wasn't, it gives the information. Let me put it that way. It gives you just enough. And what I mean by that, you go into the settings, you can't do no alerts. So you literally have to keep your eyes glued to the screen the whole time. That's if you're using Mike Valto's. Well, the upside to that is it makes you become familiar with what you are looking at. Okay? So, yeah, he has visuals for like the POC wave, and I'm not running all of his signals because the majority of the stuff that he is running, I can see more. The majority of the stuff he's running, I can see on TDU. But I was mainly interested in the POC wave. Then he has another signal on here called Retail Sucks, and he does these signals come in at swings. So the ratio I got it set like when you go into Let me go into the settings and show you exactly what he has in his settings. When you go into his settings, you can see I unchecked a lot of stuff, and I started off exactly how I told you guys how I like to start off anyway. I had to basically uncheck everything, and right now I have only a few things checked. There are a couple of other things that I'm going to check, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to start checking them a little bit at a time as I get used to seeing certain things. I got the prominent POCs. He has retail suck. I have that signal checked off. I have the ratios checked. And the POC wave checked. Let me see. Where's the POC wave? I think the POC wave is right above the prominent. Yeah, POC wave check. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about Mike Valto's footprint that I remember doing when I first started messing with it. And here's something else you guys might want to mess with. When you go down, he has what you call a section called plots. And it has the colors of the signals. So when you're looking at the plots and say the POC wave, right? I like looking at the POC wave. So I went down here to the POC wave, and down in this section, it has plot style. The plot style, you might want to change it to a hash. You might want to change it to a dot. You might want to change it to a square. That is on you. But what I did was for every signal that I have something different as the plot style. And I have both colors on the buy and sell side. So like if you're looking at this POC wave right here, which comes in a box, I got the purple on the sell side and I got a purple on the buy side. For me, that's much easier to remember the colors instead of remembering dark red for this and light red for that. I don't want to get all confused, so I immediately know if purple shows up, that's a POC wave. The ratios I have set with dots. So, I will to stop the confusion, like I said, what I did was, and you got to do this one by one. I know it's tedious, but you got to do it one by one. You go down to the plot and you change that plot from triangle, because if you leave them all on triangle, you're going to have a whole bunch of triangles on your chart. You don't want that, because then the triangles become confusing. To me, they become confusing. Some of you guys might get it, but I like to change the plot style to something different. That way I know what I'm looking at. And the buy and the sell side is the same color. So that's how I set up, or I am starting to set up the Valto's footprint chart. Okay? Just thought I'd let you know that. But yeah, like I said, hold on one second. You ready?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Good morning, Salty. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I was giving them the scoop on the Valto's indicator. So anyway, back to the Valto's indicator. Yeah, he has, I'm gonna tell you now, Valto's, I go to his weekly, I try to catch his weekly seminar, or not seminar, but podcast or whatever you want to call it, every week. He does one for everybody that has bought his software. He sends out notification and lets you know when he's going to do like a little private session or private class. And sometimes he goes through his signals. He talks about the day's action and why he does this and does that. Valto's is the godfather, all hands down, of footprint. He is the godfather of all hands down, the godfather of FootPrint. So every time I listen to him, I learn something new. So anyway, the software is fine and dandy. Everything is good. Yeah, but I got a friend that always talk to me. He always go, yeah, but, and I'm going to give Valtos a yeah, but, because there's if you don't keep your eyes glued to the chart, you don't know if that signal is going to go off or not. There's no way to set alerts. He doesn't have a reset button for his cum delta. So what I did was I put my own cum delta at the bottom in another panel. That way, at least I know if my cum delta is approaching my threshold or not. But yeah, he has a very simple looking chart. And another thing that you cannot do with this chart, you see how I on TDU, I got several things running on this chart. I got the KISS order flow and the value gap and all that stuff. Mike Valto's software, you can't run anything, and I'm pretty sure he didn't do it on purpose, but you cannot run anything on top of this this footprint. Anything. It will not show. And I'm pretty sure I got the gap running on top of here, and it's just not showing, if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't have the gap running on here, but it's I tried putting my my delta numbers with KISS order flow on top of this, at least so I can compare numbers. I can't do it with Valtos, and I remember having that problem when I first bought his software, and I started using KISS order flow with everything. So other than that, it's okay. So yeah, Valtos is does not work with other software running on top of it.
Texas, did you did you have a computer lockup, or did everything just run slowly when you tried to overlay? I've got to catch up this morning, guys. What are we looking at? Inside day.
So yep, we got 1 minute before the open. We have an inside day, but it's a pretty nice size range to the downside. So I guess I don't know if I'm going to be looking for longs or shorts, especially with the cum being 1800. And by the way, let's see how this lag acts up when the report comes out. As you can see, I'm at 0.10, 0.07. It's running real good right now. 0.06, 0.04, and I'm not having any problems with the lag, and that's because I had to go inside. I actually had to go inside my bias. I don't know why I didn't do this and check to make sure my booster and all that stuff was running on my CPU. Shame on me. So hopefully everything is done and out the way.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need have you do the same thing. I am.
Yeah, I wasn't going to suggest
48
that to you. I
seconds
said
off.
next time
Yeah.
I come through there, remind me to look at your bias and see exactly what's going on with
Will do.
that. Yep, so we're looking at inside day. Cum delta, I'm showing is 2400 plus. We're hitting a fair value gap zone. Another thing I do like about Mike Valto's footprint is he has an option on there. If you only want those signals to come on a swing, then you can check that option. And all of the signals I have going on or going off, so to speak, on Valto's footprint, I do have them in confluence with the swing, and my period is set at a swing period of 5, which is the default. Plus 4,900. And old trusty, and we're plus, and this is the kind of day where I'm talking about you have to be very careful, because if you notice, the Dow is down 192, the Nasdaq is minus 164, but look at the Cume Delta. Looking at the Cume Delta, we're plus 5,200 now, or 5,100 now in the Cume Delta. So this is what I call a tricky day. This is what I call a tricky day. And some of you guys who are new to the channel, I was telling Magic, I think a lot of times if I don't say anything, but I'm going to give you guys access to the chart, at least so you can look at the at least so you can look at the order flow or the footprint chart of Trade Devil, if you're thinking about purchasing it, and just get used to looking at it and just seeing how it does on certain days. And of course I have certain signals tagged in my Trade Devil. So if you go back and watch like the first or 2 videos we did, I talked about how when you first get a footprint, uncheck all of the signals and go in and check one, hit apply, look at the chart, pay attention to how your signals are coming out and so forth like that. I think I'm going to be leaning toward the downside today, man.
Well, right now, Cume says one thing, Daly says you don't know, and we're down. Your trusty Dusty, the Dow, is down almost 200.
Yep. So if I do take, and that's a big if, I do take a trade today, it will be, if things are still looking the same, it might be a counter trade. Counter trade meaning I'm going against my bias.
It'll be counter in your head.
It'd be counter in my head. That's right. So yeah, the footprints, all of the footprints I'm running, which are 3 footprints, I am I'm a little impressed about what I see on each footprint. That's why I'm running these different footprints, and I have them and I paid for them, so why not run them? I don't have anything that's redundant. Each footprint is showing me something different. Because one thing I have noticed about these footprints, like I'm looking at PJS footprint. This is the PGS footprint. This guy has power meters on top and on bottom of his bars, right? The bars you see, and you can set in the settings where you see these red balls and green balls, I have the settings of 1,000. So if there's 1,000 difference between the deltas, between, like you see, let me make sure this is highlighted real good so you can see this. This green bar right here where you see my cursor, Notice this delta says 483. But if you go up here, this delta is 784. There is a 1,000-point difference between this delta and that delta. So you'll see a green ball pop up and vice versa. Now, that 1,000-point difference, you could set that to anything you want. If you want to see 100-point different or 500-point different, you can set that. So when you see a big gap, when there's a big gap in the delta, that's when that ball pops up. And notice this, we got one flashing now because this is plus 483 and now the current is minus 625. So that's what those balls mean. And you also see those green bars on top. That's a power meter, and the green bars on the bottom. That's a power meter, and he also goes on. He has some momentum stuff going on here too that I kind of like to look at. So that's what's going on with that particular chart. But that's a new toy. I'm still getting acclimated with that. Now this green ball you see on my chart right now, this is the this comes with Ninja Trader, and this is under the order flow section. It's called Ninja Trader. It's called the order flow trade detector. So when you're looking at the order flow trade detector, I have it set on block, and the minimum value for the marker I have it set on 100. So when you see 100 block size and volume trade, that's when that ball pops up. So I guess it more buyers. And when you put your hoover your crosshairs over the circle, you see buys 140, and it gives you the price at what that buy was done at, 52.10 and a quarter. And we are dancing right here inside this gap. See a minus 205 here on the delta. On the last high, which was the last bar, we're looking at 243, but we got a 7 versus a 108. Not quite enough to make me take a short yet. Also, you got definitely, you can tell the more buyers here because the cum is 51.29 on this particular bar on this previous high, and then you got 58.79. So buyers are still here, still coming in the market, even though this made a lower high right here. Also, this histogram you see is the cum delta. So if you see this particular high right here, actually it's not right there. Let me move this box over. This particular high right here, and even though this is lower, this delta made a new high. So I'm kind of like, I'm going to be patient and wait and see what I'm going to do here. I like the short side though. Definitely like the short side. Are you lagging today, Magic?
Yes, extremely. Went back to that chart I didn't mess with all last night. Not sure what the problem is now. It won't even give me a lag time. As soon as I pulled up this this alternate workspace. So I will be working on this in the background.
Got a prominent POC flashing here. It's only flashing. No longer there. We've got fading momentum going on now too. With a thin print. But not enough for me to take a short yet. We are at resistance. What do you guys think? Anybody looking to go long here? Got a dead bar, 608. I call this a dead bar because the bar closed down, but it has a green delta. Long on the pullback, Texas says. We're down 200 on the Dow now, Dow cash. Down 169 on the NASDAQ cash. Gotta take a bathroom break. And looks like it's paying off, Texas. We are crawling up. We are crawling up. Wow. But it's a crawl. It is a crawl. Cume is at 8,400 now. And these are the days that are confusing to me. These are the days that are confusing to me. But you can't fight the trend. The trend is your friend. Looking at a dead bar here, plus 617. Then you got a thin print closing on the min, or within 10% of the min. Min is 535. We closed at 526 on the minus 526 on the delta. So I take it when the Dow Jones is down 200, but the E mini is positive on the Cume. I'm taking it that it just has to be one particular stock that's holding that Dow down like it is. Anybody know the relationship with that? And that's probably what it is, just one particular stock or two, maybe two at the most, that has that much weight on the Dow that pulls it down like that. Falling delta, got a ratio flashing. Min max, thin print, last bar. Got 71. Then you got 13. Now we're looking at a 108 up here flashing. By the way, guys, I am looking at a 12R now. Just having two different time frames up on the screen might confuse people, so I just decided to go with a 12R. A little bit more quicker on the signals. Are we actually quieting down now? What the heck is going on? No action. Oh, that's right. We do have a report. I guess they're waiting for this report. We got a report, which is high. Got consumer sentiment coming out at 10 o'clock. I'm like, everything is moving like a report is going to come out. So yes, we have a report coming out at 10 o'clock, consumer sentiment. So that's why things looks like they're slowing down. And either that minus 200 on the Dow is going to be justified or it's going to turn around after this report, right? We're minus 253 now on the Dow. NASDAQ minus 147. Five minutes before the report comes out. Coming back down to this fair value gap, we got a 5-minute fair value gap sitting at 4.5 up to 7 3/4. Yep, hitting a little support here. Hitting a little support here. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it holds. $174 versus 706. 2 minutes to go on report. And actually, usually that's a good tight number for if a report wasn't due. If a report wasn't coming out, that would be a good number for me. 174 versus 706, and it's sitting on support. But we got a report due in about a minute or so, so I'm not going to mess with it. Those are the kind of numbers I like to see. And then when you look down at the cum delta, you got 72.16, and the current cum is 70 plus 7,800. 72.16. Then it pull back, you got 75.79. Now you got 8,000. Yeah, those are the kind of numbers I like to see. Let's see if my computer is going to break into the lag effect. There we go. Nope, not getting any lag. Wow, beautiful. Dow cash is still minus 226, NASDAQ minus 151, and we are starting to crawl up a little bit on the E-mini. Good morning, Mr. Morgan K. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're sitting here watching the report, and the not that much of a jerk on this news right here. Give it a couple of more minutes, see if things get back to normalcy. Look like this 5-minute fair value gap is going to hold, fellas. I just got finished, Morgan, I just got finished talking about the Valtos software. Just got finished talking about the Valtos software. Valtos is a hell of a guy, man, but I don't know what he's trying to do with his software. It has no alerts or anything. I don't know if he wants you to keep your eyes glued to the screen or what. No alerts, nothing runs on top of it. And this was supposed to be a big upgrade for him. This was supposed to be a big up, but I like the signals inside of the software. I see we got a POC wave here to the downside. Yeah, man. I'm, 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 I'm running his software because what I had to do. Yeah, I'm running his software, and I bought it. I bought it a couple years ago. Yeah, Morgan, I bought it a couple years ago, and I had to do a fresh install, and I can't run Bloodhound and his software at the same time, even if I'm not running it on the same chart. So I sent him several emails. He doesn't like to answer emails. So I just said I'll run it and see how it does. And I like some of the signals, but it's still lacking certain things. I at least like some of the I not like, but I at least thought that he was going to play catch up with TDU on at least some of the things that TDU is doing. I thought he would play catch up with that, so he could justify charging when he charges for that software. But he got me. He got me. I won't get stung by the same bee twice, that's for sure. I just believe it or not, Magic. I just asked him. I just asked TDU about that, and he gave me one of those emojis with a winking eye, saying they got a whole lot of stuff coming up for their new for their new software. I just asked him about that in the on the Discord this morning. So they're coming. They are coming. Let's see if we get a lower high here with a. I'm looking at this pivot up here minus 68. Then I'm looking at this current bar here, which is minus 272, 280 right now on the delta. I like to see it crawl up just a tad bit more, then turn around with a big, huge negative delta to the downside. Oh, it's trying to give me what I was asking for. This would be a counter trade though, man. I'm kind of scared to take that trade. What's this low right here? Two and a quarter, 2.5. Two and a quarter, 2.5.
Order filled.
Let's see what we do here. My stop should be up there at that pivot. Go get me my first target, man. Least you could do is give me a first target.
Target filled.
Thank you.
Stop filled.
All right. Scalped a little bit out of that. I got to put my sounds back in. Forgot to put my sounds back in. I was actually looking for it to fall just a tad bit more than that. Got in at 2.25. First target 99.5. Got stopped out at 2.75 on the second. On the runner, that is. got a potential POC wave coming up if this POC closes a little bit more lower. That's what's flashing on the Valto software anyway. I was actually looking for it to run down a little bit more than that. So we got resistance up here at 3, right around 3. 2 3/4, 3. Probably going to go back up there into the regular range. Went right down here into this, look like we got a pretty big fair value gap down here. Yep, pretty big gap, pretty big gap. Got a ratio flashing up here, 58.5. Big negative delta coming. I don't like this. I don't like this. I like the V turns. This is Magic's kind of action right here. Got a delta sweep flashing. I don't know, if I get some signals backing this up, that might be a pretty good trade to take. Got sellers coming in here. 205 at 5,200. And now the market is starting to make a little sense. Starting to catch up with the Dow. And Dow, we're sitting at minus 300 now on the Dow. So I can see this E-mini starting to come down some now. Only in my opinion. Got a plus 363 here. This is a pretty big delta right here. Sellers couldn't pull it off. We got minus 1122. What's this low over here? Low is, 97 and a quarter on that low over there. Notice every time we get up here in this area, the buyers peter out. We got 21 here, we got 21 here, we got 46 here. Buyers are losing a little faith in the upside. Yes, sir, Morgan. Yes, sir. What kind of news we got out of Israel? I don't even know. I didn't know OJ died till yesterday evening. That's I do not watch TV while I got the screen on. Yeah, I got oil is up $2.38 a barrel right now. Got the Dow cash now is down 314. NASDAQ is down 209. Iran planes in the airspace. They're in whose airspace? They're just disrespecting. They're just disrespecting the U.S. a little bit. That's all. They don't want that heat. Got a prominent POC here. And it turns around and goes back up into the range. Got a POC wave, like I said. No alerts or anything. You got to be looking at the screen forever. Got a POC wave to the upside. I'm not feeling that upside trade right now, though. Buyers are trying to push back up to the upside here. I would like to see a big, in this area, I would like to see a huge big down delta, negative delta with some signals like some ratios and some other stuff behind it. Not going to get it though. They're trying to push to the upside. I guess you could have scalped a little bit out that bullish POC wave, huh, Magic? There it is again, bullish POC wave. Worst case scenario, you'd be up a couple ticks right now. You would have taken some heat on that. Not that much heat. Needs to create another bar in order for it to know for sure if you were to hit a target or not. Matter of fact, I'm going to put Valtos right here. Just so you guys, in case you guys want to keep an eye on his POC waves and so forth. You see a square around that box? That's the POC wave. And I have it set so those waves only come in at swings. On the left side of my monitor, you got TDU, FootPrint. On the right side, you got Valtos FootPrint. For those of you who like to look at Valtos stuff. Nice clean chart. That I must say for sure. Nice clean chart. If I think Magic was online, I think he would have taken that trade, that long trade. For sure. That's his kind of trade right there. He's experimenting with those POC waves. Magic, if you're online, we're gonna have to, when you come back from Virginia, we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to come over there, man. Get your stuff up and running like it's supposed to. He's experiencing big time lag today. I fixed my lag. Morgan took the long, yes. Got a POC wave flashing on the Valtos chart. For those of you guys who's new, welcome to Top Step Rules Order Flow. This is just a channel where you might want to chit chat with some people and look at. I'm running Trade Devils TDU FootPrint and on one side and Valtos FootPrint on the other. In case you haven't made up your mind which one you want yet, you will learn more from Valtos. You got to know what you want if you want to get the TDU. You got to know what you're looking for. You're going to spend, if you buy the TDU, you get more bang for your buck, but you're going to have many nights with a pot of coffee. And this range, both are 12 range, Morgan. Both of them are 12 range. Salty, I will post, I thought about that this morning. I will post those this evening under this video. Those sync tools, yes, I will post them this evening. Man, my computer was blown. My baby was sick last night. I was up half of the night trying to get this thing up and running correctly. My baby was sick, man. You're looking at a 15 range here, no wave there. You got Valtos, Morgan, also? Yeah, I will post those. I'm making a note to myself. I will post those sync indicators and stuff to this evening. And notice this one right here I'm running. It times your lag. So this one right here I'm running to let you know what you're lagging on your whatever particular commodity that you're going to be trading. Right now, mine is real good. The E-mini is at like 0.04. Beautiful, beautiful. Yesterday it was at like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. It got ridiculous yesterday. I just had to shut down. So I'm running good today. And what I did was, I just did a fresh install of NinjaTrader. I actually had to go into my BIOS. I did not have my booster running on my CPU and some other things. And also, I also went into the task manager and set my priority for NinjaTrader. Where's my NinjaTrader stuff? Well, anyway, I'm not going to do it now. But yeah, I set my priority to high on NinjaTrader. Texas, you're undecided. You know what, Texas? And I think you're a little bit more experienced. I think you can go with TDU with no problem. You get more bang for your buck with TDU. You're gonna do the work is gonna be a little bit more harder. But on the other side of that, Mike Valtos, you have access to his videos. You got access to his weekly video cast that he does every Tuesday. That's the plus side to Valtos, even though he doesn't have alerts and stuff. I got both of them. I bought Valtos before I bought TDU. But let me say this. I would have not known what I was looking for without Valtos' footprint. After buying, once I bought TDU, I knew what I was looking for. No, he does not respond to, man, Black Chip will tell you, I got some words for him offline. Black Chip will tell you, I got some words for Valtos offline. I don't even want to talk about it. You're going to get me worked up, man. You're going to get me worked up. I totally agree with you, Salty. Totally agree with you. Yeah, and TDU, like Magic just said, they listen to everything if you say, man, I like this, if he think that's a good idea, he's going to throw it in his software. You're going to get more bang for your buck with TDU, without a doubt. And yeah, Morgan, I just got Valtos' footprint to run last night when I did a fresh install. But I did a fresh install of the most current version of NinjaTrader. I got the most current version, which we're running at 8.1.2.1. That's the current version. I just downloaded and installed that particular version. So yes, that's how I got it running. And like I said, I must say I'm not too enthused about his upgrade. I thought he was coming with the heat, man. I thought he was coming with the heat. He came with the cold. He came with a cold ice water, cold cup of ice water, and poured it on everybody and said, "Chill out." Breaking back down below 5,200. Dow Jones is minus 325 now. I'm still dancing around the 5,800 on the Cume. I don't understand that. This is a weird day, very weird day, guys. Very weird day, but pay attention. The trades are here. I'm just not quite seeing them yet. I'm still learning. I am still learning. For you guys that don't know, Magic is in the chat section. It's Black Chip. He's in the chat section. His name is Black Chip. He's getting delayed reactions on his computer today. I got to go over and look at his computer. Yeah, you're incognito today. Even though the Cume is going up, I'm definitely liking the short side, though. I think I got a couple points out that out that last trade, if anything. I slept that, Morgan. I totally slept that, man. I don't want to. When me and Magic are talking, I get in the trade late. I call it coming late to the party. I don't want to come late to the party, man. I was thinking I should have been in right around 98 also on the open of this current bar right here. But if it gets back up there, do I want to be in it? Especially with higher delta. Look at the delta. Look at the delta, man. The delta is well, we're falling off now. So got a seller here at 94 and a half. Got a seller here at 94 and a half. What time frame are you looking at, Morgan? If you got 5 points out of that, good trade, man. Good trade. 15R, yeah. Yeah, I was looking at that 98 and I moved too late. Anybody new in the room? You're looking at Trade Devil's footprint on the left side. You're looking at Mike Valto's footprint on the right side. Both of these are 12R, 12 range charts. Momentum is definitely to the downside. Definitely to the downside. Min-max ratio, not enough to jump though. Not enough to jump. Lows of the day, that's that green dotted line. That's the lows of the session, 87.25 now. No short trade here on this TDU. We got minus 937 with a min-max and falling delta. And notice the CUM is 45.96, but then when we get back up here, the CUM, you got more buyers, 48.59. Delta's not as big, only minus 86. We do have a ratio in the thin print up there though. Not enough to make me want to jump in the pool. If I'm missing something, let me know. Let me know what you guys see also. Momentum is definitely going to the negative side. I see on my PJS profile bars. CUM is going up. Got a divergence going on here. Let me bring this chart over so you guys can see it. White line is CUM. Got a moving average on the CUM. And notice the data came to a screeching halt. CUM is definitely climbing up, climbing to the upside. So we got buyers coming, definitely buyers coming in my opinion. But that being said, the Dow is down 360. That being said, the Dow is down 360. Minus 86. We got a plus 40. Now we got a minus 412. We're gonna break new. We're gonna break some new lows or what? They're getting a flush, man. They're getting a flush. I think for some reason, strange reason, I think it's going to hold right here for a minute. For a minute anyway. You looking for more of a flush to the downside? I thought we got a flush to the downside. But that cash is steadily falling, man. We're minus 369 now on the cash. I'm favoring to the downside too, Morgan. Say you need the pace to pick up. Patience, young grasshopper. Patience, grasshopper. Patience. Yeah, a lot of buyers up there. When I see that many buyers up there, I always say to myself, I say, oh, they got to go back and get those people. That train has to go back up there and get them. And look what it's doing. They're trying to get back up there too. That's a pretty big number up there. Yes, maybe short covering, yes. Delta has gone above the moving average. So short trade would not be ideal right about now. Not for me anyway. Bar is falling. Cum Delta's up 63.49. Last bar 60.29. Got a Delta 274 and then you got a plus 279. I'm not quite feeling the short trade right now. I'm just gonna watch. Session low of the day is 84.25. POC waves, a box usually pops up around the POC waves. This is not a POC wave, maybe because it's not at a swing either. So I do have that option checked off. You're gonna have to get some. You're gonna have to get some big negative deltas down here, Morgan. You need some big negative numbers down. You got one flashing minus 406, minus 437 now. Seems like it's finding a little support around here, man. Oh yeah, they're pushing it. Now you don't want to see no poke, man. You want it to go down, you want it to go down. It's like the cum delta and the moving average are getting ready to cross again. Getting ready to cross again here. Or getting ready to meet at the intersection, so to speak. You need to see 82 and a quarter. You need to see a close of this bar, correct, Morgan? You need this bar. You actually need this bar to close down, man. So you gotta rub your genie bottle, man. I got a magic 8-ball here on my desk, man. You gotta shake it and look at it and see what it says. It says signs point to yes. Yes, Magic. Delta is crossing. It is crossing below the moving average now. Delta is dropping. Very nice trade, Morgan. Very nice trade. Got some power buying to the upside. Buyers are coming back in. Notice we got a POC wave flashing to the upside on Valtos. And it is etched in stone. Down 368 on the cash, minus 264 on the NASDAQ. Dow is down 370. Definitely got buyers stepping in or short covering. Couple of more signals I'm going to enable with the Valtos software. I'll play with them this weekend to see which ones I want to enable. I'm definitely going to do the accumulation distribution. Definitely going to enable that one. Fading momentum, delta's falling, is flashing on the TDU. FootPrint. But the Kuhn delta is still rising. You know what? I thought about loading up a bond last night. I'm gonna load up a bond right now. I'm loading up bonds right now. I'll bring the chart over when I finish loading them up. And you say 4 hour, yeah, that's a good time frame also. What are we looking at here on the comparison on the E-mini? We got 64 over here. We got a lower high of 28, plus 13, plus 264. Cume is 629. We're 66, 6700 over here. Falling delta. and thin print flashing. Got a POC wave to the downside. You guys interested in seeing the POC wave to the downside? That square box is a POC wave to the downside on Balto's footprint chart. Now looking at this higher low right here on this 12R, got 1050, you got 6330 on the Kuhn. The higher low, 651, 72, more buyers in the market. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna fall off. And then we got 22 bid versus 26 bid. For those of you who like the long side. At green flashing, that means the Kuhn Delta is at 8,000 or more. Or the green background. There we go. Are they running stops, man? Are they trying to hit buy stops? Hey, Morgan, man, it sounds like you're having fun over there, man. Oh, look at this bar. Look at this big load shot coming. Buyers can't push it up, man. Buyer, you got 1900 and the bar's flashing red. We got a problem on the buy side up there. What they gonna do? Go up there and run stops? Big block up there. You got buyers 451 at a price of 51.90. They might have went up there just to hit some of those stops up there, man. I would love to see a big negative delta here. No, I wouldn't. Look at the Cuban's now 11,000. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't love to see it. No, I take that back. Take that back. Big buyer there, man. Big buyer there. We got 2,700 on the Delta. This thing should be taking off, man. We're at 51.90. Got a lot of buyers at 51.90. Morgan, you think this is a fake breakout? Look at that divergence, man. The Delta was steadily going up. Then I guess the buyers decided to come on in and agree with the Delta. got a 5-minute gap here. We got a value gap here at 91.25 up to 95.5. I think Magic agrees right along with you, Morgan. All breakouts are fake. He just said it too. But that cum is crawling up, man. We're headed to the upside. We do have a sell value gap here, 91.25 up to 95.5. Gets up there in between the encroachment point. Might not be a bad place to look for a counter trade there. That's a counter trade, that is. Oh, I ain't heard one of those alerts in a while. Also, look on Valto's chart. We got a POC wave flashing. Yeah, everybody doesn't believe yet, Morgan. We got the passive sellers keeping us down. POC wave is flashing or disappeared now. Let me put a bar close marker on this chart. So at least I'll know where the bars close at. POC wave flashing again. And it's etched in stone. I'm not feeling no short trades, and I'm not feeling no long trades, especially with the Dow being down 370 now. I got a problem pulling the trigger. I think I need to go see a psychiatrist. I'd like to see a delta divergence here on my PJS. One is flashing. Might not be a bad trade if I get one here. If I get a signal here, that might not be a bad short trade. I gotta go to the bathroom. I think I'm gonna put the trade on after I go. Put the trade on before I go to the bathroom. Now I want to see if this bar is gonna close down. with a divergence, that is. I don't know how this guy has his divergences set up, but I notice on this chart, every time I get a black arrow, a dead bar with a divergence following it, it has some pretty good follow through. That's why I'm looking at this chart right now. But the momentum is going to the upside. Notice the momentum 2400. And this is on a 7-period momentum, 3-period momentum 397, 444. Probably won't get that divergence signal though. They usually come together or one after the other. Got good follow through. There's nothing there now though. Another footprint that I'm looking at. Magic say get a jug. No, man. I drunk a gallon of water this morning. I ain't on my coffee kick no more. Morgan say Hoagie paid 8 ticks on the crude oil, huh? Let me take a bathroom break. Cume is still climbing up. Cume is still climbing up. Yeah, Magic, when you get back from Virginia, man, you got some work to do, buddy. Get ready. Make sure you back up all your templates and everything too. That's the most important part. Back up your templates and stuff. I see Sunday night in your crystal ball. All those buyers over there, man, they didn't make much noise, did they? Jeez. Came in and it was a poof. It was a puff, man. See what this trade is for today. Total for the week minus $26. Not feeling that load shot, man. I'm not feeling that load shot. Cume Delta is way above the, well, not really way above it, but it's above it and above that moving average, and it's still climbing up. I think we're shifting here, guys. Definitely shifting. Going up into this sell zone here. See if we get any reaction up here. I'm leaning towards the short side. I see the cume going up. I see everything saying green, but my mind is red. My mind is thinking red. Testing, testing. I thought Magic was trying to come on Discord, give a little bit of commentary, but obviously not. We're in the middle of resistance here. We have hit the encroachment area. Halfway point in the middle of a fair value gap. They call it the encroachment area. Let's see if it goes through this, blows through this or not. Got stopping volume flashing. Possible dead bar here. We got 342 plus 337 flashing. That bar wants to close down. One thing we did notice, me and Magic did notice about the about that lag effect that we were getting over the past couple of days is, you know, we had a lot of alerts set up under alerts. When you click on your chart and you click on alerts, the more complicated those alerts get, the slower your charts run. The more complicated and we had I had like 10 alerts going. Magic might have had a little more than that or about the same, but you know, we noticed when that alert thing gets full, it's a possibility you might lag. I'm gonna start putting my alerts back in there and see at what point I'm going to start lagging, but I don't want to mess with it right now. I'm going to leave the alerts set. If I can't set them inside of the TDU footprint. And the TDU footprint, for those of you who are thinking about getting the TDU footprint, the plus side to TDU compared to Mike Valtos is, here's where your bang for your buck comes in at. You can set custom alerts to whatever you want to see. You got to know how to program. I'm not that good at programming, but you can set custom alerts to whatever you want to see. And these are all of the signals that he has going on inside of TDU's footprint. Quite a few. And with these signals, you go down here, you can put a stripe on your chart. You got more custom alerts down here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said it's only those custom alerts are only dealing with deltas and volume. And then you can set your sound up right here with your stripes. I have a delta sweep alert, I have a delta trap alert, I have a delta slingshot alert, and a stack and balance alert. That's it for right now. And you never have problems when you have those alerts set inside the software. Whereas you can't even set alerts inside the software with the Mike Valtos thing. So that's one of the minuses to Mike Valtos. If you get the Mike Valtos, you're not going to get alerts. Got to keep your eyes on the screen. So once you know what you want to see in Mike Valtos, is a very good chance it might end up in the next upgrade of TDU. Aha. Got stopping volume here, flashing on Mike Valtos. That pink you see is stopping volume. Stopping volume, and you got fading momentum on the TDU now. POC wave flashing on Mike Valto's chart now. All this is for entertainment purposes only. For you guys that, you know, that are looking at these charts, it might not have either one, and you like just looking at the charts and so forth. Entertainment purposes only. But I like to compare different footprints because some what you see on one footprint, you might not see on the other. So that's why I like looking. I'm more of a gadget guy than anything. That's why I like looking at different footprints. Volume is steady climbing up. Steady climbing up on the volume. The white line is the Cume delta. The red line is the moving average. At some point, I would love to see a divergence to the downside. We got problems up here in this fair value gap. We got problems. Let's see if this is going to be a big problem or a little problem. Buyers have problems up here in this fair value gap. I don't think that fair value gap would show on Mike Valto's chart either. Let me see. I just gotta see. Probably not. I'd be surprised if it does. Ah, yes, it is there. Very good, very good, very good. We got buying power here. We got buyers coming in here. it disappeared. Y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Yeah. Nothing runs on top of Mike Balto's charts. I don't know if he realizes that. I don't know if he knows that's a problem, but that's a problem for me. It disappeared. Am I right? Did it disappear? Oh, no, no, it's still there. Gaps are there. Okay. My fault. You guys' mistake. It just traded through it, that's all. Closed above it. Traded through it. Can't run the kiss on top of it though. I tried running the kiss on top of it. Can't run the kiss on top of it. Yeah, Morgan, would look like we pushed right through it. Definitely got plenty of trades to the long side though. Cume is plus 17,000. Dow cash is down 319. Confusing day today. Confusing day today.
Order.
You know, Ninja Trader does that all the time. That's another thing I'm going to complain about in the letters, man. You could be, and you know how you know what you do, guys do when you're trading real, and I've had to do this. You're trading real time. Always keep that Ninja Trader app on your phone in case you're in a position. If you're in a position, keep that Ninja Trader app on your phone in case you need to get out of a position. That's a way to handle the data problem. Charts is still loading. Charts is What the heck was that? Really? Come on now. Come on, guys. Load up, load up, load up. There we go. It was telling me Mike Balto's indicator was invalid. He might have been trying to send me a signal. Hey, Magic, you might as well start rebuilding your computer now, man. That way you won't have a lot of work to do by Sunday. Back up your templates and everything and save everything, your templates to the folders, and just uninstall that joint. Get busy. That way when you get home Sunday night, you won't have a lot of work to do. Not unless you're cutting out early today. Come on, chart, load, man. Yeah, Salty. I actually had a program that would that cloned my hard drive, and sometimes you get lazy, and I just got lazy and haven't ran it in a while, and I do need to go back to that. I do need to clone my hard drive every so often, and having these problems makes me want to definitely start running. What was the name? I can't remember the name of the software that I ran, but I would run it on every so often and just clone everything on my hard drive. Let me reload this page back up. But the only time I would run only time you will run that clone hard drive software is when you have major major problems with your operating system. That's how I used it anyway. Bear with me for a second, guys. Reload my pages back up. Motherfucker. Okay, guys, we're gonna call it the day. Ninja Trader doesn't want to act right. I will see you guys Monday or Tuesday. For some reason, I'm getting some type of errors on my Ninja Trader now that it doesn't want to load back up. So anyway, that was a good session today. And I will be seeing you guys Monday or